Welcome back to Camp ASCCA Anywhere. It's time to go fishing, and there are two skills, only two, that you need to be able to catch a fish. One is casting and one is knot tying. We'll talk about knot tying after this. Casting, we want to get our rod rigged up. We've already talked about that. We want to start, this is a spin cast rod and reel, or push button, so this push button works it. If I push the button hard, firmly, my bait doesn't go anywhere. If I let go, hopefully the bait goes. So we want to reel it up to the tip, not all the way to the tip. We want about an inch hanging down, a finger length or so, maybe a hand length down from the top. We want to aim our rod where we want our bait to go if we're casting a fishing lure. If we have a bobber and a weight and a hook, we're going to have to start behind us. So we want to come behind us, making sure there's nobody behind us, making sure there's nobody to the side of us. We're going to push our button firmly, and the line won't go anywhere. If I just touch it, it's going to fall. So we want to hold it firmly. Then we're going to come straight over our shoulder in one motion, and as we get near the top, as we're pointing towards the sky, we're going to let go of that button with our thumb, and it's going to go out. So I'm going to show you that again real quick. If I'm fishing with bait, remember that hook's kind of hanging down. We've got our weight, we have our float. We're going to come behind us, push our button firmly over the top. There it goes, all right? That way we went straight out. If I come sideways, I don't know where it's going to go. But if I come straight over my shoulder, it's got to go straight out. And we know where it's going to be, okay? Casting with a spin cast rod. If you have a spinning rod, then you're going to want to use a spinning rod to fish with. We showed you the spin cast or push button rod on another video. So this is if you have a spinning rod. It's a little harder to use, but some people like it better. You have to bring the line underneath this bail that flips open to get started, and you run it through each guide just like with the spin cast rod. So to start the casting on this, I have to open that bail and grab that line with my forefinger there, and it's the same motion. If you're casting a lure, you're going to come straight back, straight forward, and cast it that way. Very gentle motion. By going backwards and then forwards, you are able to use the rod to cast, and you don't have to put as much effort into it. Now, if you do have bait on, you're going to let that hook hang down. You're going to have your weight here and your float somewhere up the line. So at that point in time, you want to look behind you, bring your rod behind you, and go straight over your shoulder to cast. So either rod and reel, the spinning or the spin cast is fairly easy to cast compared to a bait caster or other type of rod and reel. So get out and go fishing.